These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Foot Forward article quote, Iraq Trade Bank external remittances SWIFT quote, you can now transfer to all countries of the world through the application of banking services from the Iraqi Trade Bank. Article quote, Barzani announces that an agreement has been reached to receive the region's dues in the budget with a retroactive effect. I would argue the news about Barzani is bigger than the SWIFT thing. I understand you need to be international for the SWIFT stuff, but you also need the Kurds for the dinar to be worth much. Frank 26, in our opinion, the CBI is coming out and they started what we call promoting the true exchange rate. The CBI is now starting the campaign. They're starting to promote the education of the monetary reform to the citizens and the world to put an end to the fluctuation in the market prices. The CBI is now making it clear, not just to the citizens, but to the whole international community, that only the CBI has the authority to change the currency's rate. Based on the articles, you are now seeing the campaign. All right, Mark Z via PDK, a number of paymasters are refusing to go back to the bank unless they are guaranteed the money. Well, banks are guaranteeing the money, so they will go back in today. We will be watching this closely. What is a paymaster? A paymaster is like an escrow agent, but on a much larger scale. They are licensed. Many are attorneys. They aggregate funds to distribute. Think of it as an attorney at a closing on real estate. The news from all the paymasters has been exceptionally good all around the world. Lots of talk about liquidity beginning today. This could be it. I hope so. Buckle up. We are so painfully close. All right, walking stick via Frank 26. There is a date. The economic reform date is the same as the monetary reform date. There is a date written in stone, and it has not changed, of when the new small category notes of the new exchange rate is scheduled to be released. In my opinion, that date gets closer and closer. Although the process of the education has just started, it is the words and explanation of this education that will instill confidence, not only in the dinar, not just in the citizens of Iraq, but in the monetary reform itself. Right, Petra says we've got nothing to share, nothing going on. It's kind of boring. Not. The group of seven, G7, it made a very clear statement, said that the G7 supports the sovereignty and the independence of Iraq. That's the largest, financially most profitable countries in the world, recognizing sovereignty and independence of Iraq. That to me is a very clear statement of how they feel and where they feel Iraq is at. Right, Holly says the news is everyone is still saying by the end of this week the final release and notification should come out. Again, do not shoot the messenger if it does not happen this week, but everyone is saying the same thing. We can see the progress with Iraq and the news coming from them. Iraq made the first move with their rate December 20th, 2020, then 60 days later changed it again. That was February 20th, then again April 20th. Logically, the next date is June 20th. There is a pattern, and Iraq is clearing their debt. They are Article 8 compliant. They're ready, and it seems the whole world is ready. Bruce via Wiser Now. Obviously, we have a moving target. Obviously, they were shooting for something, and the target moved on us again. Everything is lined up and ready to go. Funds have been in place. The new system is working flawlessly. I've been told by one banker this is the week. We have a lot to look forward to. I think July 4th could be a real Independence Day. Pimpy article quote, the dollar exchange rates fell in Baghdad and Kurdistan region. What does this mean? Remember, always told you guys, think about the direction of the dinar is going in. That's how you know if it's good or bad. It says the dollar exchange rate falls in Baghdad and in Kurdistan. That's a good thing when the dollar exchange rate, not the dinar, fall. That's what you want to see happen. The number of dinars you get for the US dollar, you want that to go down. The lower it goes, the better it is for those holding on to the dinar. You don't want it to go up, you want it to go down. If the numbers go up, it means it's being devalued. Pimpy article quote, after Barzani's announcement, a government source clarifies how to pay regions' share of the budget. That's right. They finally came up with an agreement. It only took 13 years, 6 months, 27 hours, 72 minutes, and 84 seconds to do this. They agreed to the retro all the way back to January. That makes sense. Here's the thing that's weird about this. They've done this before. Not that I'm trying to throw salt on this. This is good news. I like it. But the last time they agreed on something, some of the political blocs got in the way. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I'm glad. They finally ironed out their differences. It looks like an agreement is there. Let's keep our fingers crossed. We'll know if it's real when Kurdistan says they received their money and all is well over in Dinar land. All right, lastly, Holly says there's been great expectations for the RV to begin today. The day is young. We have to see if the final release did happen overnight. This can go on much longer. All is being readied and prepared. We can clearly see progress being made.